I am standing on the rooftops overlooking the city. I can see my house from here, and the gold's patrolling down there. Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Thief Deadly Shadows, which reminds me of myself, Lizzo, and the Spirit of the Lion King. We're also up on the rooftops, again as suggested even, by Tick Spring, because he said there was things up here I might find interesting. Chest, what's in the chest? 2 flash bombs. Been something to sneeze at. In fact, sneezing in the presence of a flash bomb is a good way to get your face stuck like that, I'm told. So other than looking like the abode of a serial killer, what is this place? Ooh, hello. Oh, I know what this is. This is a shortcut directly to, Black Alley, isn't it? Holy shit. Oh, this would have been so useful to know about during those bloody segments with the assassins and things. Ah, if only I'd known about this earlier. I could have just walked across here, all nice and casual like. Probably jumped over there, maybe. One there. Yeah, I could have got past the guy much easier. I mean, it wasn't exactly difficult to start with, but he would have been like the only guy I had to avoid, and even then would have been so much simpler. Oh wow. Okay.
I'm Thomas, the proprietor here.
In case you're wondering about the health, I lost it when I was looking about trying to figure out which wall I needed to climb to get up there. Well, I was just climbing random walls, so trying to figure out which one of them would give me access to something special. Oh, come on, stop doing this.
Have you heard?
Stop it.
Quarantine's been lifted.
Stop it. Come on, game.
Sir would like to know.
There we go. Really annoying. The fact the menus and the hitboxes don't quite match up on this version of the game for some reason. I think it's because I'm using, again, it doesn't really come across, I don't think, too well.
Have you heard? Quarantine's been lifted.
When you actually see the recordings, but I'm using the widescreen patch, so it displays correctly on my television. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Okay. Let's get out of here, actually. Now that I've done that, I need to get back over to alllllll. Because I finally figured out, well, I say I figured out. I've been told how to get into that bloody goldsmith's house. Without having to kill the dude, because I don't think Garrett's the kind of man who would, you know, straight up murder a guy for the sake of loot. I think he quite happily stabbed someone who attacked him first. I think that'd probably be a thing, but I mean, he doesn't. Thieves, traditionally speaking, aren't usually the stabby types. At least not the kind that burgle houses and things, anyway. That's to be fine, not thieves, burglars more accurately, which is what Garrett actually is at the end of the day. He's a burglar, more so than a thief. A legitimate, full-blown thief might be inclined to get stabby for the sake of, you know, a gold purse. Or a purse of gold, you know what I mean. Still no idea what that is or how to get into it. I assume it's like a second way out of the prison or something. That can be my only real conclusion at this point. There's like a set of tunnels somewhere in the prison I could have activated to get out in that direction. But oh well, lessons learned and all that. I'm going to see you guys back over in alllllll because it's kind of a trek. Through a lot of very angry enemies at that, so yeah. It's not worth you guys seeing, just trust me on that. It'll take far too long. Back in a sec. Okay, we're back in alllllll. A slight, in the real world at least, a slight jump cut of sorts. Not only did I get back here, I also took a break to go get lunch as well, so it took a bit longer than anticipated. I am one with the night. I am the shadows. I am a pretty ballerina. The hell was that? Oh my god, did I try and climb the hitbox of that tree? Is that what just happened there? See, the glitches that happen in this game, outside of that one we had at the beginning of the LP where I fell through the world, outside of that, I think they generally tend to be more amusing than irritating, for the vast majority of it. I say the stuff that I always thought was other than probably the climbing glitch. The climbing glitch can be irritating. You know, when you're trying to be quiet. I've already gone over this, I'm not going to do it again, but... yeah, for the most part I think the glitches that happen in this game tend to be amusing rather than irritating. For the most part. But yeah, the building behind us there, that is the goldsmiths. And I should be able to get into the goldsmith via a vent in the sewers. Now, how the hell you would ever figure this out? Unless you were literally just searching every single, you know, square centimeter of the environment you go through. I don't know. I mean, perhaps if I was playing this by myself, I would have noticed it. But I've mentioned before that playing games to yourself and playing games to LP is a slightly different experience. When you're LPing, you're very mindful of trying to keep what you're doing entertaining. Yeah, there it is. But when you're playing by yourself, you can spend 20-30 minutes slowly inching along a wall, checking for, you know, hidden passages or, in this case, vent access. I mean, I suppose I could have done this off screen, gone looking around like that, but I've had bad experiences doing that in previous LPs, where I've found like really interesting one-off events. Always in games that bloody autosave too. And then not being able to replicate the effect when there's actually an audience watching. So as a general rule, I just record anytime I actually sit down and play. Unless literally all I'm doing is moving from point A to B and I know nothing's going to happen, I'll tend to record it. And even then, I've had cases where something really interesting has happened in like an enemy encounter. Again, I'm thinking, oh, it's last time I played Dark Souls. Lord Bafford, greetings to you. I hope your gout is coming along nicely. Anyway, I seem to have run into a bit of financial trouble. Since we have such a good business relationship, a friendship really, I feel I can come to you for help. I think 2,000 ought to do it. Hopefully, Samuel Fogarty. Hopefully indeed, Samuel. Don't see that happening. Unless you've got some supreme blackmail on this guy. Unless you found him cavorting in a tub of lime jello with a goat and a choir boy. I don't think it's What even is this? What are you doing, Garrett? I don't even know anymore. Get off the table. Silly man. Okay. Let's get out of here before Spider Garrett freaks out again. Yeah, that's the first time actually I've had something that daft happen since acquiring the climbing gloves. Believe it or not. Oh. Live and learn and all that, right? Live and learn. Standing on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn. Oh, God. I want to play Sonic now. God damn it. So Rollings, greetings to you. I hope your rheumatism is coming along nicely. Anyway, I seem to have run into a bit of financial trouble. Since we have such a good business relationship, a friendship really, I feel I can come to you for help. I think 2,000 wanna do it. Yours hopefully, Samuel Fogarty. Grinquin Tabby. Exquisite cat statuette is turquoise with emerald inlay for eyes. Please inquire for the price. I do get the feeling that's again going to be like something linked to one of the previous games I should know about. It can be very enlightening, I feel, playing Metal Age. I mean, I've got it downloaded, which I had to do in the end, sadly. I lost my chance to get hold of that physical copy I wanted. But I've got it downloaded, I've run it through the Taffer Patcher, the HD patch, etc, etc. Tested it to make sure it works and records, and thankfully, I don't need to run any particular tricks. Say, Taffer Patcher installs the DD fix, was it? Something like that? Basically the thing that, on the original version of the game, prevented direct recording of things like notes, menus, cinematics. So that's all sorted. I can just record it with my regular software too. The stuff I actually paid for, rather than the free software that came with my graphics card. Which is going to be a bloody novelty. I mean, just, as good as for recording stuff as Shadowplay is, its file output is diabolical. Like, the only way to make the output file that Shadowplay creates even vaguely usable by standard movie editing software is to run it through Handbrake, or you know, some such other video conversion program first. Because if you don't, the resultant file, I can't even figure out. Things like Media Player, bizarrely, like cheap-ass generic playback programs, seem to handle it fine. But, you know, actual dedicated video editing software gets confused and, like, gives you, like, 6 minutes of a half-an-hour video actually accessible, and just decides all the rest doesn't exist. Because Shadowplay doesn't record at consistent frame rate, or bitrate for that matter. It records whatever the highest output your graphics card can currently perform is.
Odd movement.
Which means even if you stay at 60 frames and you say you only dip to like 59 frames once, that will still be enough to cause the video to be pretty much unusable by standard video editing software, or even advanced stuff like stuff I paid for. It's pretty insane in that regard. Yeah, thankfully Thief 2 seems to record on that software just fine. Which means I can record it, oh god, in a file format I can just dump straight into the editing software, rather than having to sit around for like half an hour waiting for Handbrake to convert it into a file format that the more you can actually see. Or see properly, I should say more accurately. And there we go. That should be simpler at least, anyhow. What are you doing over there, lass? Oh, I know you. You're one of the... Yes. It was you and your buddy were planning to break into the museum, weren't they? What are you doing over there? You waiting for him, or...? Let's duck into here real quick. Huh? Aha! Okay, I think I see what's going on here. You were planning to get... Okay. Gonna beat you to it, sorry. Aha, the perfect crime! The perfect crime. Stupid roach. It has to die. It has to die! Well, the Hammerites won't like me. I'll wait for you to zoom in to make sure I'm definitely centered on the bloody thing. I know, what could it be, right, love? No, don't want the plate, apparently. How about this? This useful? Valuable? Nope. Garrett, please. Alright, boys, here's your lunch. You can't go robbing the Wellstrom Museum on an empty stomach. I ain't worried. You got the tunnel dug real good. Make some of her proud. Remember, once you're inside, you have to watch out for all them fancy safety gadgets they got. Anyway, eat up and good luck. Hugs, Ma. Well, isn't this a scintillating tale of family, crime, and packed lunches? Nothing says hard and criminal like a packed lunch you got from your mum. Bloody hell. Okay, moving right along. Yep, there's the packed lunch. I say packed lunch, it's a loaf of bread. Garrett. Hello, my friend. I've sent a messenger out to leave this note where, with any luck, you will find it. My crystal ball tells me that you are planning to rob the museum. If so, then I believe I have something you may find useful. I have very convincing replicas of some of the exhibits. If you swap them with the real exhibits, the museum guards will not notice anything is wrong. Of course, there is never any pressure to buy, but the Wellstrom Museum has a history of killing thieves, does it not? In fact, the replicas were custom ordered by Ma Graham for the heist. Okay. Well, we already know the thieves, I'm presuming, died, so... In fact, a lot of good the replicas did them. Although, I'm suddenly questioning, should I bother going to get them? Her boys tried to pull off the heist, but they never picked up the replicas. Probably the price was too high for them, and you know how that turned out. Come to my shop. Well, they died because of the security devices. They didn't die because they didn't have replicas. Carmen's place, that's back on the other side of the Oh, if I have to go all the way back, I'll have to go through a transition zone, which will mean more cutting of the video, more editing. I mean, there's no... As far as I can see, there's no reason that I have to go. There's a vague promise that maybe if I do this, the guards won't notice anything's been stolen, but... Really, at any point in this game, when has that ever been an issue? The guards actually noticing that shit was gone, I mean. It's been like an inconvenience at the most. The very most, that is. It's a bit too young. Use the tunnel, right, boys, but see, this has got to be after dark. Wait for the day shift to head home for the night, then sneak in, avoid the guards, and then move around a lot, taking breaks and such. If you're lucky, you'll catch them sleeping. Stay away from the newfangled security machines they got. They'll fry you like an egg. You see a good-looking exhibit? Nab it. When you start getting tired, that means your bags are full, and it's time to come home. I'll have supper waiting. Oh, ma. Okay. See, that's the plan, is it? Avoid the guards, grab as much stuff as you can carry, come back home, have grub. I mean, it's planned to go. It's a fairly straightforward one, at least, but I can't help but feel there may be a slight flaw in there somewhere. Such as there being no actual, real plan to avoid getting caught mentioned in amongst there at all. Let's face it. Just gonna check. Do I actually have to go and get the replicas? Or is that a purely optional thing? Let's say I have no particular interest in them, if I'm perfectly honest. That sounds like money that I could spend on other things. Sort of flush down the drain. Well, this could be like the first mission where guards noticing that things are missing actually matters. Alright,
Gamal is after the artifacts in the Wieldstrom Museum, and so am I. She has a head start. An army of statues and glyph powers that make her almost unstoppable. I have... Well, all I know is I have to get those artifacts first. I've already got 2 of the 5. The last 3 are museum exhibits and include a couple of old friends. The Kershak crown seems to have made its way here. And there's the Eye, a gemstone I've got some history with. Meanwhile, Artemis is trying to drag the truth out of Orland. These artifacts won't do me any good if I don't know what to do with them. Call it ego, but I've always wanted to tackle the museum. The place is loaded with valuables and all the correct security needed to protect them. The last time someone tried to break in, the crime reports read, "Museum proves thief-proof. Would-be thieves dead."
Yay!
Nobody's tried since then. Gamal may be
inside
by now. All right, Hag. Let's find out who the real thief is.
I have a feeling it's gonna be me. Since, you know, I am the titular character of this series that is called Thief. Okay. Okay, here we go. I got this. I got this. It's a big-ass statue. That better not come to life. I'm not prepared for that. Man with... Oh, I hate you, man with torch. Every time man with torch...
Not bad, I guess.
Sinclair? You xenomorph bastard. What are you doing here? Why are you guarding the museum?
I've got the heebie-jeebies, something awful. I feel like there's someone...
Yeah, the thing from Isolation's a bit less terrifying when you know he has this voice, eh?
Hey! Now what you do that for?
Okay, first things first. Let's take care of Torchman. Torchman. Does whatever a Torchman can. Walks around with a torch. Acts like an asshole, because that's what he is. And come back, really, that'd help. I actually don't know, by the way, if this is going to work. I'm playing a hunch. Because, you know, 6-7 hours into the game, that's the kind of time you want to be experimenting with things to see if they work. God damn it. Right, try this again, without the embarrassment. It worked!
I know someone's there.
No, the perfect crime! No, to be quite frank, you don't actually know shit. You just know your torch abruptly went out. That's all you actually know now, isn't it, son? Now. Oh, he sent the others to go look as well, has he? That's cute. That's real cute. Blackjack time. Oh god. That's it. Walk this way into the darkness. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, you god, you bought a friend, really? Come on. What kind of a guard are you? A sensible one. Don't be needing that. Don't be needing that at all. You... Apparently, you're both sensible and incredibly lazy. I can go with that. That makes sense. That you guys never even caught sight of me, you just noticed something odd happened. Doesn't require the greatest amount of investigation now, does it? Is he coming toward me or away from me? I think he's coming toward, isn't he? There we go. Let's hope he doesn't notice me here in kind of the open. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Yeah, he doesn't get... Oh. What you got there? Your mate's got a shiny. I'm going to have to steal it. Just so you know. Fair warning and all that. Excuse me, just going to carefully... A key. A key. Oh, a key to the museum, of course. Oh, good. That's going to make that a lot easier. No lockpicking minigame for me. Oh, let's check this is actually the key to the museum. Lift key. Key ring. Which I think was actually from the prison. And 600,000 generic keys. Great. So glad those are labelled correctly. I mean, I know it's fair enough Gareth wouldn't have any idea what the key actually was for. I mean, he could infer, but it's unlikely to actually be written on the key, I know, but still. You finished? Good. Sneaky sneaky. Go for this door. Perfect, you can't even see me. Excellent! The perfect crime! Close. Thank you. Into the darkness. Oh god.
Never. Not once since I've been here.
Nah. You can't see me. Apparently. Which I am grateful for. You know, don't get me wrong, I am genuinely grateful that you can't see me, but even so. Okay, there was something on the table behind me as well. Let's give that a quick look as well at some point. Oh, you came straight... Oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that. I was genuinely not expecting you to come straight back like that. I thought you were actually going to go through that door you looked at. But no, apparently not. Time is it? I'm running out of time again as well. Why does this always happen just as I start getting the interesting stuff? Exhibits of particular note are now on display in the East Wing, the West Wing, and the main atrium. Please refrain from touching any of the exhibits, as it may damage them and decrease their value. Thank you, Curator Milton. Okay, so one on each side, one in the middle. That's a pretty even dispersion pattern, I think. Admittedly, there's probably going to be 1,001 things getting in my way, but yeah, it doesn't seem like it'd be too much trouble. Also should hopefully mean the museum is fairly self-contained. Because I'm going to be guaranteed to go to every area of it, I don't have to worry about missing stuff either with any luck. No, you know, little bits of dialogue or whatever else. Yeah, it should be fine. I should find more or less everything at this rate then. Funky fresh. Time. Yeah, let's find a safer area than this corner, which really doesn't strike me as that safe at all. Why does my light gem keep coming on ever so slightly when I'm just moving the camera around? Are we implying that the guards can somehow see Geralt turning his head if he does it like too fast or at the wrong time or something? I mean, that would make sense, I suppose, but even so. Or is it because I'm like slowly jigging back and forth as I'm standing here? That's moving me slightly into the light each time I rest, weight on my back foot. Again, that would make sense, I suppose, but... Actually, it doesn't happen in first person, does it, come to think of it? That's being tied directly to Garrett's 3D animation. Yeah, light gem is stationary as soon as I go into first person. Interesting. Let's get over there. I want to see what these doors he keeps opening. That's gotta be something good, right? Okay. Hide behind here, and yeah. That'll do me for now, actually. My phone is reminding me that I don't actually have any time left to be doing this still. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Till then. Bye-bye now.